I guess
This is better.
it's fine, yeah.
All right, and we are live on day 2 in London Book Fair 2024. Together with us is Alyssa Mortell and Jacqueline. Galvin. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. Thanks for offering.
Tell us more about the experience in day 1, and we can discuss again what you guys did just to enjoy London last night. So, how about you, Jackie? How did you find
What did we
day
do
1?
last night?
How did you find day 1 of London Book Fair, and then how did you spend the rest of the day yesterday?
The book fair is amazing. I've never been to anything quite so massive. So this has been something that I can't imagine not doing this. I wish I would have had a few more appointments scheduled, but it's great just to get around and see all the different things that are done. And we got to talk to a few people, so that's worked out well. And just, loved having the time to do all of that. And we walked home last night because it wasn't really that far. And we stuck 4 pubs in there, but who's counting? So that was fun as well. Good food, really good food, great beer. And then ran into this one.
Maybe you can tell us more about the experience. I know you guys also went out last night. So how was the experience in London?
It's been great. I've really enjoyed the local food and the local drink and culture. It's a really diverse city, and it's just been amazing. I'm really enjoying the book fair. There's so many people, so many things going on here, and it's just been a really great experience so far.
Now let's dive into your book. I know you guys enjoyed your day 1 here in London yesterday, and I know you guys will enjoy day 2 again. But there's something that I found so interesting is the connection about your stories. Perhaps that's the serendipity that happened yesterday with you. So your story, Grace for Grant, I think everyone deserves to know what this is about. So tell us more about your book, Jack.
This is the story of my son, who, when I came home from work one evening, said, "Mom, I think I've had a stroke." Couldn't argue with him, so off we went to the hospital, which started a merry-go-round of diagnosis, and in the end it was a brainstem tumor, and he passed in 2016. And after that, my ex-husband and Mark and I lived together in the same house because my ex-husband was fired during this process. So the 3 of us lived together for 3 years until we sold the house. But also, the book starts with what happened going to emergency, and then it starts back with his life and hits the highlights of some of the childhood things, and then up into the point where he ends up in the hospital. And then life after, because there is life after loss. You just have to find a way to do it. So.
Now, the title is very interesting, Grace for Grant. Why did you choose that?
I don't know. It came to me because the minute I saw him in the hospital, he looked like an old soul to me. And when he was going through his life, he is an old soul. And Grace for Grant was something that one of my friends came up with. It was a campaign for people who are following the story. And so that's the wristband on my wrist, and the shirts and the name of the book. And it is all due to, I guess, her interpretation of what everyone was going through and how they were going through it.
Earlier today, Alyssa and I had a talk about being a warrior, and I believe the experience of Jacqueline, you would consider her a warrior, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, going through grief and going through loss like this, I don't think you could describe her as anything but a real warrior. Mental health and things like that are so important in this world that you have to be so strong to get through something like this. It's something that Dr. Wee and I discussed yesterday as well. Grief and approaching that kind of thing is absolutely a strong battle that you have to fight.
Now, you're advocating in mental health, and obviously Jack is advocating for physical health as well. But Jack, do you have a specific set of people or market that you have in mind that you wish to really get popular? Are these for the parents? Are these for moms?
These are for moms, these are for parents, these are for grandparents. This is for anyone in a group that may be trying to go through bereavement, trying to process through grief, churches, any type of situation where you know someone, and everyone knows someone who has had cancer, has had a terminal illness, has had to go through these things. One of the byproducts that I found through my reviews, I wrote this book for him because he wanted it. And when it's reviewed, the nice thing that I'm finding is this book is helping other people process their grief and go through their bereavement. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to do it for him and for me. And it's happened that the rest of the world is starting to understand, oh, well, that I'm not alone. That was quite an experience, and she got through it, so maybe I can.
I totally agree with you. I mean, we have a lot of loved ones from the past. We definitely have families and friends who are still grieving right now, still having pain and loss. So I believe they deserve to get a copy of your books and I think it's also suggesting what to do so that they can move on and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of it?
Of course, and there's the parts of his life in each section, because it goes through as we were trying to have him, and then the early years and the baseball years, and each section has a funny story. He was a funny kid, and the commemorative issue has a whole bonus chapter in the back of all the funny things that he used to do. One of them being in the baseball years, it was the first time that they told him he had to wear a jock. And he wasn't thrilled with that. So before the game even started, he came out. I was a mom coach. He came out and I thought he was loving on me. And he had taken it off and had stuffed it in the back pocket of my jeans. And one of the coaches walked out onto the field and said, "Why do you have a jock in your back pocket?" And I thought, that little turd, he was stuffing that in my pocket. And here I'm thinking he's loving on me. But that's the type of stuff that's all through the book. So
I mean, everybody experiences pain, but there's always that, one part in our story, every section, every step of the way, that probably loosens everything up, and tightens, some parts in us that loses up just to breathe in, process things. And that includes meeting people, engaging with new set of people, helping you move on with life. So Alyssa, I believe that when you wrote this book, you chose to write it in a workbook format.
Yes, I did.
It chose to be in a workbook format.
I chose this to be in a workbook form to help people deepen their understanding of every subject in the book and to make it a little bit more fun. I think it's exactly what you said. I think these are really difficult subjects, but again, with these hard subjects, there should be a little bit of lightheartedness to it as well. We choose the life that we live, and I think that the best piece of advice I ever received was from my father saying, you create your own reality. You really do. And you choose to face life with a smile or with a frown. And I think that even though it can be really, really difficult, and in the worst case situations, you can always find joy. And I think that that's something that, again, can be really difficult, but, when you approach it that way, you can always find something to smile.
Talking about joy, after 2016 and now, where did you divert your attention behind that joy?
Actually, writing helped. Writing the book, it took me 4 years to get to the book. I started it when he was in the hospital, and when he passed, I really couldn't do it. So from 16 to 20, when the pandemic hit, I just sat down and started gathering all of the posts and information that I used, the chronology, the timelines, and put it all together at that point. It only took 85 days to write. So it was very quick. And some years have been harder than others for whatever reason, but you just keep writing. And Mark Ray is also a big joy for me because he's very funny, man. So he keeps me laughing every morning.
Maybe you can read us a part in your book that you find so interesting. Everyone deserves to see.
Let's see. Chapter 18, As the Corner Turns. When things seem bleakest, miracles can happen. Later on, as I wiped off the surgery dots on Grant's forehead, his movement increased even more, so we had his bed turned toward the window. When he awoke, he would see his beautiful river shining up at him. One thing was clear. We needed a new in-depth neurological exam. His alertness medications were working, and we could see we were turning a corner. We were thrilled when pastors and grandparents of one of Grant's friends came to say prayers for him. Thank you so much for coming. He can hear everything you say, so pray on. Excuse us, is this a bad time? Said a couple standing in the doorway. It was the people who come to their convalescent care, and they reminded me of some kind of ghoul just hanging about the place, trying to get us to put him into some kind of care, thinking that he was not functional and not capable anymore, which he was. He just wasn't truly awake. But when they finally left the room, he kicked his leg. And that's his way of saying, thanks, Mom. I don't need them here. So, but if they just, I expected them to show up in robes with a Sith. I mean, they just really were too ghoulish.
I think that's the most important part of the story. I mean, there's always the conflict in the story. There's always that sad part of the story. And this ends up with learning something, being educated, being informed. And that's where the joy of the story is about. And that's where you close the chapter of the book. How do you close the chapter of the book of Alyssa, Invisible Warriors?
I try to close the book with hope. And that's something that I think is the most important thing out there is hope and love. And that's also why I have the website, ivwarriors.com, where we can all come together and try to find hope together in community. This is a sensitive subject when it comes to, chronic illness, and whether it be mental or physical, there's still hope out there. There's hope for healing. There's hope for people that are, still around. There's hope for people that are grieving, that are living in fear, but we're here, we're together. You're not as isolated as you think you are, and I think that is what is the most important message of my book, and I think is the most important message of yours as well, is that we have hope and love, and it's all there.
The parting message was that life goes on, life continues. You can't stop in your tracks. You can, but it's not going to help, and it's only going to dig you in further and deeper. At the end of the book is when we sold the house and the three of us left, and my ex-husband said, what are you going to miss the most? And I said, telling people the three of us live together. And he said, yeah, that is a fun part, isn't it? But yes, hope and love is out there, and support. All you need to do is ask.
Invite our friends to check out your website or have a copy. Where can they find them?
There are several places, Amazon, of course, on my blog. The commemorative edition is available at livelifesrichmoments.com. And then all of my books are available on my author site, Jacqueline, Farthing, Galvin.com.
You can find my book on Amazon, and you can find my book at ivwarriors.com, which is also the site where you can find hope and my blog. And please become a subscriber and find a community there.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. Exactly. We're going to be here for the rest of the fair.
Yep.
Today and tomorrow here at London Fair, Olympia. We're inviting everybody to visit Readersagnet booth at 6890 to grab a copy of Grace Within and Invisible Warriors and have a chance to talk with our dear authors Alyssa and Jacqueline. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. One other thing too is if they go to my author site, and join the book club, they will get a free copy of one of my murder mysteries, the prequel to the whole series, since I murder people when I'm not doing this.
Everybody should be joining the book club then, so that everybody gets a copy of Raise for Head. Thank you so much. And I'll catch up later.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Oh my gosh, amazing, amazing.
You read the book, give us a good review on LinkedIn. Yeah. Or on Amazon, okay?
Yes, yes, an appreciative review is always helpful. And I think this book is useful because it has mechanisms, skills, tools that are easy to implement, but also have strong impact. So I hope it's helpful to you.
Okay, thanks.
I do a lot of storytelling. I bring the reader into the coaching room. So you'll notice that it reads a little like a film script. You know, so where I'm talking and then the client is talking. So I hope that'll be engaging for you, Sarah. Yes, such a delight to meet you. Yes, best of luck in creating those books, those educational books. So important. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Thank you, guys. Are we doing a live?
Currently, yes.
Say hi to your fans.
There's no one here. Hello, fans.
Every story has its ups and then downs.
Well, we have a message from Andrea Richards. She said, wonderful, another trip to Carol's signing.
Could you say that again?
Andrea,
What was the message?
wonderful, another trip to Carol's signing.
Oh. Delighted for this. Yes.
Also a message from Mia Marcelo. Glad you can share your insights with Girl Carol. You're going to influence many people in your book.
Oh, that's so kind. I'm very, very humbled by that. Beautiful. Thank you.
So this is Carol.
Hi. Yes.
I like to hear about that.
Yes, of course. I'm glad to. And if you don't mind, okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, we're just, yeah.
You want to sign it?
Yeah, so this is a leadership book. This is a leadership book, and it emphasizes communication and influencing, persuasion, intentionality. Tell me, what is your name?
My name is Uchenna.
Oh my gosh, that is quite
Uchenna.
a magnificent
I want to
name.
put cereal.
Yes,
I prefer Uchenna.
you bet. So, Cyril, what would you say is your passion?
There are two.
Okay,
One is publishing.
yes,
The other is managing conflicts.
managing.
Conflicts.
Oh my gosh, so you're,
The radio host on radio.
yes.
And I talk about, I have a program called Soul Sisters.
Oh my,
It's about family living,
yes,
peaceful living,
yes,
non-toxic relationships,
yes.
and how people can live together.
Amazing.
And of course, it relates to leadership.
Wow,
Because if you have a peaceful home, a peaceful environment, you
yes.
could be a good leader.
Ah, so true. Are you familiar with the organization named Search for Common Ground?
I've seen it once or twice, but I didn't follow it up.
Well, they use radio.
Okay.
They use all media. But in their early days in particular, they would create radio programming to transform conflict. So I traveled with them to Sierra Leone.
But then you have to come to
yes.
Nigeria.
Yes.
You just have to come to Nigeria.
Ah, I'm happy to.
Yes.
Yes. And I think this is a very, very important vocation
Yes, it is.
in this moment. Wonderful.
I'm on my way. I'm coming up.
We've been scanning badges. You don't want me to do it for you.
Oh, that would be fine. Yes. Oh. Sorry.
Let me scan the badge.
Yes.
Cyril.
And this
Yes.
So, I get a picture.
Yeah. This is all yours. I'm so delighted to meet you. Honored to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I wish you so much good fortune in the very important work that you're doing.
Thank you very much.
It really matters.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Carol?
Yes. Hello, ladies. Hello. Good afternoon. May I know, what is your name?
Misha.
Misha. Nice to meet you. And you are? Georgia. Misha in Georgia. Oh my goodness. Are you interested in leadership and leadership communication? And
Always looking to,
yes, 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 yes. Well, I'm delighted to share my book with you. I'm curious. Tell me, Misha, what is your passion? What matters to you?
I think like the last 2 weeks, like helping people, just like making a difference. It's volunteering because I love volunteering.
I see. I see. Would you agree that the world would benefit from people like yourself who are doing your best to make a difference in people's lives? Yes, yes. So is it MISHA?
You heard about her, yes. Yes. It's there. This is a CEO.
There you are, Misha. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited for you, actually. Given, woo! Oh, I see. Oh, this is so interesting.
I really love these. Your face on this is great.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Georgia, I'm curious. What are you passionate about? What matters to you?
I would say kindness and positivity for me. I'm a big one on like positivity. People can really change
Yes.
situations and their outcomes. And I always try and be a really positive person, especially in my teams. So that's something that is like really important to me because I think it can also impact yourself and other people that you work with.
Yes, 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 yes. What do you see is the benefit when we bring more positivity into our relationships in particular? Because this book is a lot about relationships, and it includes communication, but it also includes intentionality and our goal setting. How do we want to deliberately cultivate relationships? So how do you feel positivity impacts relationships?
I think it massively sort of, I feel like if you can kind of draw on your own experiences of when like positivity is like really there in like relationships with people and when it isn't, it can really like make a big difference in how teams function together.
Yes.
And sort of coming up with solutions to any problems and things like that. I think
Yes.
when there's positivity there, it's almost like that handling attitude is almost like you can kind of accomplish anything. And
Yes.
yeah, it's really
Can accomplish anything. Yes. And the positivity creates an environment where people,
it's like a safe space as well.
there you go. There you go. Wonderful. Wonderful. I would say, I think this is what you bring is an important element in our world today. There you are, Georgia. I'm excited for you. Thank you for the positive transformational impact you're creating in all the relationships. It's beautiful to meet you, ladies. Delighted. Fantastic. We'll look for it for sure. Yes, my pleasure. Yay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I want to take your time.
Oh, no, you can take some time. Yes.
Please write it out to his wife, who does organizational development and coaching.
Oh my gosh, so that's exactly, that's what I'm doing as well. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, sir, I am.
My wife's name is Aisha.
And how do you spell that? A-I-S-H-A. Beautiful. And what is Aisha's passion? What is she?
Emotional intelligence.
Sorry?
Emotional intelligence.
Oh my gosh, this is so important. This is a major. Yep. So,
The people very much into it.
so I'm going to acknowledge that. I'm going to acknowledge that here.
I also have an interest as well. I mean, I've done lots of similar stuff, NLP as well.
Yes, really important. I mean, these are the mechanisms that are enhancing the relational environment where we're making decisions and co-creating important solutions. So beautiful.
I see your book is published independently.
It's Difference Press. Difference Press is an organization that's committed to new authors.
Okay.
Yes,
And
yes.
if I was going to sell the books, I would even get in touch with them directly.
Yes, you can. Yes, if you go online, you'll see their website. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, did you say sell them?
Yeah.
Oh no, I own the rights. I own the rights to my book. So if you're interested in selling this book, you just got to talk to me. Yes. Yes.
Because I live in Nigeria.
Yes.
So I would need to. So who distributes it? You distribute it yourself?
I can. Yes. Yeah.
If I was going to do something online with you, would you be available
Yeah.
for Nigerian audience?
Yes. Absolutely. I would be honored. I traveled to Sierra Leone back. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I was there. Yeah. I went with Search for Common Ground. That's a nonprofit organization that does conflict transformation worldwide. And I was there in 2005, right at the end of the Civil War. Yes. Yep. But it was amazing to meet the leaders of the country and to hear about the process that they engaged in to transform that Civil War and bring peace to the region. It was one of the most exquisite experiences I've had. So I have a deep heart for Africa. Yes. Yeah. And Nigeria it's a very, very important country. So much happening there. Yes.
Nigeria, the Congo, still very important countries in South Africa.
Yes.
Those countries break up and do.
Yes. I know what you mean. So please contact me. I'd love to be in contact with you and just hear more about what you're doing and your vision.
So I have the details here. If I scan this, you have the details here.
I think yes. I mean that I think will take you. Yeah, this is better.
Yeah.
This is better. Yes.
I shall be talking. You want to get a feel of your books, so
Yes. Off you go. There you are. There you are. And your name again? Let me see. Ido. Ido. So nice to meet you. Yes. Pleasure.
1, 2, 3.
Do you want one?
I would love it. Come on, let's do one.
Ido, can you do one more? Yes. Yeah, sure.
Let's count again. Thank you.
Ido, thank
I'll be
you.
in touch.
Best to your wife.
So-
Yeah. There's a lot about emotional intelligence in this book. Yeah, there is. Yeah. There's a whole section on conversational intelligence, which weaves emotional intelligence into communication. So I think this is going to be relevant.
She'll be in touch with you too.
I will love that. I will absolutely love
You'll see
that.
your books in our bookstore, don't worry.
Wonderful. Thank you for your work, sir.
Thank you.
I salute you. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Are you all three together?
Yes.
Fantastic. What are you doing? What's happening here? Tell me. Wonderful. And who are you working with?
We work for an American company called Readersagnet.
Oh, and what does it do?
It's a subscription agent. We handle subscriptions for libraries and
Oh.
academic libraries and universities and things like that. Like the middleman between customers and publishers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so important,
Yeah.
right? Because it's helping to nourish our library system, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic.
Good.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm so happy. This is a leadership book, and it focuses on a number of mechanisms, including leadership communication, that's messaging, that's delivery, that's engaging the listeners. It includes intentionality, emotional intelligence, all of the current mechanisms that are enhancing the ways that we build relationships. Conflict transformation is another aspect that's important. So it's not a long book, but I think it hits the key skills. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. What made you want to write it?
Oh my gosh, people have been telling me for a long time to write a book. Yes, so they kept pushing me and pushing me. I said, okay, I'm happy to do it. So it was an incredible experience doing so. Shall I autograph these for you?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me your name. What is your name?
With a K. Angelik.
Beautiful.
What would you say was like the biggest challenge you had when like writing the book?
Trusting what content should go in it. I'd write a section and then I'd say, I don't know if that's good. You know, I was constantly removing, adding. So this is probably like the 6th version of the book. You know, I live in Park Slope, Brooklyn, and we have an amazing library. The Brooklyn Public Library is just 2 blocks from the building I live in. And it does so much to nurture the whole, the whole city, really. People come from all 5 boroughs to do events at the Brooklyn Public Library. It's incredible, really. Yeah. So, yep. Yep.
Could you see yourself like writing another book?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's one.
Did you have a lot of experience in leadership?
Oh yes. No, I do. I've been an executive coach for over 20 years, and I do facilitation. So I do training, facilitation, coaching, keynote speaking. Yeah. So lots and lots of experience in that domain. May I autograph a book for you?
My name is Helen with an E on the end.
Helene.
Read this and we'll take over. Yeah. We need this for a book set. Oh yeah, it's good. I'm not joking. Yeah, I know you're serious. You have all read the Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like books like this. It's inspiring. I mean, it's this is definitely a book. Would you say that you have a certain, like, by writing this, what was your intention, like, why you wrote?
To be helpful.
Yeah.
To be helpful. I've worked with over 100,000 people, right, over a number of years, and so I see the common areas where people need to be supported, and the mechanisms, the tools, the skills that empower their voices. So empowering individuals' voices, empowering their contribution for the organizations that they serve.
Not
Help.
everybody has the money or the know-how to get to find a person to coach.
Yes. So that was my passionate intention while writing it was help me be helpful.
Yeah.
Let this book be something that assists others in substantial ways. That was what was really, really meaningful to me.
Would you say then, was there a particular book that you read that inspired
Yes, 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 yes. And you'll notice when you read it, there are a lot of stories, right? I talk about the mechanisms, right? I describe the tools, the skills, etc. But then I make sure that I include real stories, right? People that I've actually worked with. Now I change in the book. I change the description of them so that I protect their confidentiality. But these are real people. These are real people that I've worked with. And some of the stories are from my own life, which I think you'll find humorous in some places. So everything has a human story that's connected to it. It's not just an intellectual concept. Yes, yes. What is your name?
Abdi. I'll spell it for you. A-B-D-I.
A B
D. Alpha Bravo. Delta. Comes in handy. India.
You know, if you show me your name tag, I can see it better. Abdi, that's what I thought. Yes. Yes. Libraries for you as well. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So great.
Have you been in Brooklyn then?
Almost. Over 30 years.
I've been to Brooklyn, but yeah, my friend lived in the Farthing. Oh. So I've been to them in the building. Yeah.
Boston.
I believe that our libraries nourish human consciousness. I believe our libraries help to elevate human consciousness. So I'm grateful for the three of you and the way that you nurture the libraries where you serve. It's a big deal. It matters. Let's keep them alive. Yes? Yes. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Take care. So lovely to meet you. How are we doing?
I was trying to get pictures from up there and down here, but it might be. We'll see what happens. So I was filming as you.
staff.
Are you going to be back tomorrow?
I am. A few hours, not all day.
Okay, awesome. So I think we are live right now here in the second day of
Hi.
London Book Fair. Together with me is the author of the book, Grandma. Grandma, tell me more. My family loves me. We have Miss Andrea Papadakis. How are you doing today?
I am doing fabulous. How are you, James?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
Now, we had a blast yesterday, day one. Tell us more about your experience in day one of London Book Fair.
Well, London, I love London. I've been here several times before, and each time I come to a new part. And this time was for the convention, thanks to Readersagnet for reaching out to me to be a part of this tremendous, very exciting event for authors, publishers, marketers. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Thanks for being here as well. Now, I know your book is for the family, right? And like we shared yesterday, when you became the grandma, it hits you differently. And you're so proud of being a grandmother to your grandkids.
Very exciting.
What is the story you want to share to grandma?
The theme of all of my books is generational love. Love that's passed down from years ago, centuries ago, great-grandparents to grandparents to parents, children, grandchildren, that we pass along our love, and this is who we become. All those DNA from years and years ago make up who we are today. And so I'm a retired educator, language teacher. I am also a retired journalist and columnist and radio talk show hostess on the local level. And as I was becoming a grandma, I realized that I'm writing for everyone else. And my grandson inspired me. He's the inspiration. In fact, he's the little co-author here. Salvatore Thomas is the co-author. Why? He's less than 3 years old. He provided the inspiration, the actions, the little phrases he uses. He helped me create the photos that are in here. And then came along my granddaughter, and having another granddaughter soon, April 10th. So I'm so excited to create stories surrounding them as well.
Have you thought about writing a book for your granddaughter?
With them. Yes, yes. That's the next series.
Now, Andrea, share with us your favorite part of the book.
You know, each page is special to me because it shares special moments, but it's also a universal that everyone can relate to. And this book is about how no matter what kind or type of family you come from, a big family, a small family, single parent, double parent, two similar parents, two same parents, it doesn't matter. What the child has to understand is the love that they feel from each generation. And that's how I felt with my yaya, my grandma, and my grandparents. And I have now passed that along and hoping that my grandchildren do too. So this teaches what's family love all about. Okay? And as the book goes on, it talks about what grandma does, what grandpa does. For example, let me get to the grandma page. All right. And my grandma loves me. My mommy's mommy, oh, how much she loves me. Her love for me comes naturally. She kisses me and holds me tight and hugs me with all her might. She likes to cook and to teach me about traditional foods in the family. I stay with grandma every day. We read and write and laugh and play and say, I love you forever and today. She likes to take me places too, like the library, the beach, the farm, and the zoo. So that's the one page, and then it goes on to describe grandpa, nana, papa, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters. So at the end, the child then says, Grandma, now I know, now I see what family love means to me. And it's charted out with the different words that families represent as far as teaching the child. Words like respect, caring, helping, sharing, taking turns, visiting each other, traditions. And then what I created here was a place for then the child and the grandparent who's reading the book to put a picture of their family and to create a graph for what they think family love is also. I didn't want to make a separate workbook. I wanted it to be a part of this book so people didn't have to buy two separate books. And so it culminates in the child saying, now everybody has to get back home, dinner's over. So he says, before they leave, I tell them all, when I grow up and I'm big and tall, I'll buy a house to fit us all. I see how much you all love me, and I love you all as much as can be. That's my little book. And hold on. And there is Salvatore Thomas. No, but I do have him 3 to 4 times a week while my daughter and son-in-law are at work. So yeah, we have a very magical bond. Sorry, it happens. Do you have memories of your grandma? So you see how special those are? They're so special.
And I was always told by my cousins about this that I was my grandma's favorite because every time she goes to a fiesta, she takes some food for me.
If that's how she wants to do it, then that's how she does it. Grandmas have free licenses to do what they want.
I know.
You know?
When you showed about the tree of values earlier, caring and helping, which one was your favorite?
I think that they all interrelate into what a family should be. And I think that the one that I would relate to most is the caring. Because if I care about you, I'm pretty much going to do everything else that's listed here. If I care about you, I'm going to teach you the things that I think you should know about traditions. I'll respect you. I'll make beautiful memories together by taking you places or doing things at home together. So I think the most important one is caring. It's showing the love for the other person.
Definitely your book is for the family, it's for kids. But I think the tree, the diet from there, the values are showing there. It's very important that kids nowadays know about.
Absolutely.
I think it's important nowadays.
You know, I haven't been an educator. I think that children are children. No matter what generation they come from, they're going to be children. They need guidance from the adults serving as the example. It doesn't matter what generation. Well, in my day, we did it. Great. You did it that way because that's how it was then. And as we progress more and more, things are done differently, but everybody's had issues or a situation where they had to guide a child through or teach them. So I don't see anything being different. Love is love. Showing them, you know, about traditional foods. I mean, that spans all time. So I don't think kids have any more problems today, and not really the word problems. If you are in tune with your society and you have to live in the present. We don't live in the day when I was being raised. So I am the one that has to make the adjustment, not the child. I have to make that adjustment to be in that child's world.
Yeah. Okay, I have a message
Okay.
We have a pop-up message coming from one of our viewers.
Oh.
And it's something to do about the relationship right now, family. So awkward.
Awkward?
Probably because of technology, social media, kids nowadays don't really have that much physical connection to their parents. What do you think we should do to break that pattern?
Well, first, what age group are they referring to? Is it a young child? If it's a young child, then I am all for, the children learning how to be on computers and knowing how to navigate, because that's the world we live in. But I am also for time limitations on it. So I think the adult has to be the one to step up and vary the lifestyle of the child. Do they watch TV? How long? Are they on the computer? How long? Did you take them to the park today did they go to the library today? Did you sit and read a book with them? So it really is the adult that has to reach out to the child. And also, if you're talking about a teenager where all they want to do is be with their friends, you have to kind of make it enticing and motivate them to want to be with you. You have to make it fun for them. I know some very close-knit families that from childhood to their having children have stayed very close together. Yeah.
Everybody deserves to get a copy of Angela and more. There's so much more to learn from the book, and I think that is a snippet of what the book is about. And it's like what you said, adults, the grandma, the parents should be the ones who make necessary adjustments.
Correct.
To know the children, to know the life of the children nowadays, to whatever surrounds them and influence their decision making.
Correct.
And necessary actions about it. See our children at the same time, we build a connection and relationship with our kids.
Correct. Correct.
Where can you find you, Andrea?
You can find me on Amazon. And if you search my name, Andrea Peponakis, Peponakis, or to make it easier, if you just put in Salvatore Thomas, our 6 books will come up. We have 3. One is My Family Loves Me, Sleepover at Grandma's, and Special Places at Grandma's Home. And all 3 are also translated by me into Spanish. So we have both languages going right now. Yep, retired Spanish teacher here.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
So, this is a translated version. Spanish,
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
What's the title of that?
Well, this one,
Abuela.
Mi Familia. Oh, abuela, cuéntame más. Mi familia me ama. Thank you.
You guys often having our grandparents. I was close to my grandma. I did so much when I was young. I confided to him when I knew that my parents were mad at me for being naughty, and I go to my grandma. That's just what we do. That's what I said earlier. There's something about grandkids to their grandparents.
Well, I tell you, yeah.
Always tolerated at some point.
We will handle it differently because this is round 2 for us, but I will be perfectly honest with you. I will take my daughter, my son, my in-law children's lead. If they say no, Grandma's going to have to say no too. I cannot take the power away from the parents. If they set a certain rule, I will follow that rule. Now, will Grandma do it with more hugs and kisses and then change the subject so they're not dwelling on it? I might treat it differently, but I will always respect what the parents have to say. I won't cross that boundary.
But hey, that all grandparents see that. So in your perspective right now, sometimes you find it hard to.
I do, but I have to remember it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's teaching them boundaries. It's teaching them respect for their parents. And it's teaching them that Grandma's not going to disrespect her own children or her in-law children. And you know what? They think about it and they appreciate that. They do. Grandma's not going to let them do something wrong. I'm always going to guide them down the right path.
Yeah.
Love those little guys. I love them.
I can see my mom in you because that's exactly what she does. But I'm going to remind her about proper treatment with the grandkids and always listening to the parents or her children or the in-laws first. And then from there, work it out. She's a great grandma.
I'm sure she is.
My nephews and nieces were so lucky to have her as a grandma.
I bet they are. And my Gemma and my little girl to come, Aria. They just, when they say, grandparents, the best part is, you have them and then you can give them back. I never want to give them back.
I know.
So anyway, my grandson first, because he came first, but now my granddaughter and my future granddaughter, they will all be the inspiration of my future books. And thank you so much. Thank you.
A lot of grandparents nowadays probably also busy. They're losing that connection to their children and their grandchildren. So I'm happy to know that somebody was able to write a book to rekindle that fire and get that connection developed.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you. And I'm glad to be the one to be a part of that. Thank you.
You're going to be staying until tomorrow. You'll be here.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
Check out more of Andrea Paponakis, the author of Grandma Grandma. Tell me more that family loves me. And we'll see you in a bit.
Bye. Good.
Storia connection.
Let's get that group photo.
You get the chicken or the chicken? Chicken's better. I mean, I am into tofu and tempeh, but this one did not have the spot.
Yes, yes, of course. Oh, everyone?
All the red shirts.
Do you want me to take it? I was going to say, do you want me to take it?
Oh, no, it's okay. Keep your throne warm. All right, back to it.
Back to the domestic capacities. Hi to the people. It's a natural part of life.
All right.
See you tomorrow. Good luck to you.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm Nisha.
Nisha. Very nice name. Beautiful name. So yeah, basically this is identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships and how to break that cycle of accepting those behaviors.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, yes. How do you spell that?
M-I-S-H-A.
M-I-S-H-A.
Yes. Was this recently published?
Yes, December of 22. Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you too. You too. Oh. Was it falling?
Sorry.
Hi. Mm-hmm. Hi, how are you? No, it's on charger.
I can give you a business card.
Yes,
Yeah?
of course. Do you guys have a pen here? Nope.
Yeah, I can give you our details.
Awesome. Do you have one?
A little
Cool.
We do different things.
That's
in the business,
great.
so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. Nice to meet you both, Swindon and Debbie. Yes. So the book is about identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships.
Great.
Whether that be, intimate, friendships, family, we all have those family members that we...
Don't we know?
Where was this book 75 years ago?
Exactly.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Thank you.
We do quite a focus on wellness and sort of, looking after yourself and mental health and
Exactly.
making sure that you're always kind of keeping yourself in a space that you keep a positive space.
Exactly. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely like those kinds of books.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. I am all about maintaining that mental wellness and stability.
It's difficult to do
It
these days.
is. It is. Thank you guys so much.
So I will absolutely do that. Have you got contact details here at all, or do you want to drop me an email, or
Let me grab my.
I don't know if you've had email, so obviously because if we read it and we go, we love it, we want 300, please.
Awesome. Do you have your phone handy?
Yeah.
I have my digital.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's clever. Look at that. Not seen that before.
Yes, and all of the socials, email, everything is there.
Oh, it's magic. Look at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today. So where are you based?
In the U.S. Yep, in Alabama. Yep.
So you made the trip just for...
I did, just for this. Yeah. Is this you guys' first time being here, or you guys come every year?
I've been before a few years, but it's my first time as independent. I used to work for a big book chain.
Okay.
And then I got bored of what they're doing, and I wanted to do my own thing. So
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
that's
it.
awesome.
So that's what we're doing now, so.
Cool. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Awesome.
How are you doing?
Good. Doing good. Doing good. Doing well.
What a day. What a day.
What a day. Yes.
I can't imagine how exhausting it must be for you guys to say the same thing over and over again.
But it's fun. It's exciting.
Yeah.
And then all the different people, it's like, oh my gosh, I need this. Oh my gosh, my so-and-so is such this person. Yeah, so it's fun.
You know what Reddit stories are, right?
What?
You know what Reddit is?
Yeah.
So you know how they have communities where they just post about their stories? I imagine it'd be like that for you, where they just tell them about your life and be like, oh my god, wow.
This is my life. Oh, I go through that too, yes. This is such my life. Yeah. Yep. It's surprising how many people are like, your story is my story too. So many.
I think it's the same pattern all over the world, if you ask me. You're in London and the same thing.
Exactly. All over. We're all the same.
I reckon if you're in Asia, probably the same thing.
All the same.
So we do have a scavenger hunt, right? Yeah. Okay. So you want to join for a Kindle? Free Kindle.
Authors here.
Same for you. There you go.
Hello there, ma'am.
I said, I've been caught with a narcissist before.
Oh yes, haven't we all?
Yes.
Should I scan your badge, Miss Moneypenny? I'm sure you've heard that Moneypenny. No, from James Bond.
I
Yes.
have a twin sister named Tandy. I've never heard Penny for Candy either.
I bet. Yes, ma'am. So it is about identifying those unhealthy behaviors in our relationships and trying to break that cycle of accepting those behaviors.
Yes.
Yes,
And that,
ma'am.
I think, starts with learning to love yourself.
It does. Accepting who we are, all of it.
A spirit being, not a human being.
It's true too. Yes, ma'am. I am with that.
That's what I write about. That where this drops of awareness,
Uh-huh.
emotion, God consciousness.
Wow.
But we are all drops of God consciousness.
We are.
Embodied in a physical form.
Exactly.
So there is no separation or division.
Right.
Therefore, we should not be separated from light.
Yes, ma'am. It all makes sense. Yes.
I just came from Paris. I was asked to speak at a women's conference with International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And I had to talk about powerhouse women.
I bet.
So there's my card.
Yes, ma'am.
I write, I've written a science fiction, post-apocalyptic fiction, you know?
Yeah.
So with the rebellion, revolution, evolution, I would take it all down, back off better.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So nice to meet you.
Yes. And then, of course, I have the anthology that is my own personal story.
Exactly.
I don't even know if that's on my website. I have someone helping me now.
That's good. That's
I'm good at
good.
writing, but I'm
Yes.
not good at techie
Yes.
stuff. You hear that, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Where are you from?
Oh, where am I from? The U.S. From Alabama.
Alabama.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. A Southern girl.
Originally from Canada,
Mhm.
but I now live in Mexico.
Awesome.
Which you probably tell by my name.
I love it.
I let my little girl dress me.
Aw, that's cute.
Things are now in
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that.
so neat. Please, you've gotten really old.
No. Yes. That's awesome.
Well, it was beautiful. Can I give you a hug?
Yes, of course.
We're right hug this way
Aw,
because
thank
this is
you.
heart to heart.
Aw, that's sweet. Yeah,
So I was meant to hug heart to heart.
that's sweet. I'm gonna have to keep that little nugget.
A photo with the both of us.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Okay, now you're
I know
taller
I'm
than
tall,
me,
so.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Such a pleasure. Now
You
we can have
too.
a real heart to
Yes.
heart.
Oh, heart to heart. That's awesome.
Another beautiful spiritual woman. I
Yes,
love it.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks for dropping by. My happy. Oh, that's a good one.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you, Shantanita. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. Can I scan your badge? Thank you so much. So yes, the book is about identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships, whether that's intimate relationships, friendships, work relationships, and then yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you. And then once we identify that, then we can then work on trying to break the cycle of accepting those behaviors throughout our lives.
Okay.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that based on personal experience?
It is. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. It is. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna read it. So you being published by
I self-published, and then they are handling all of my marketing and all of that. So they picked up the book, and they've been so great.
Good.
They've been so awesome.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
That's a pleasure.
Thank you. Let me give you one of these too. Richdale Ventures. Put one of those up here. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, Shantanita.
Hello. So this is your book?
Yes, ma'am. Can I scan your? Do you have your badge? Or no?
I have my-
No. Oh, well, that's fine. You don't have to. Oh.
There we go.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, it's
Interesting.
yes, it's about identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships.
Yeah, I can
And
relate.
I bet so many people go through this
Yes.
and experience this. It's crazy. So, yeah, it just talks about how we break the cycle of accepting all of those unhealthy, toxic behaviors throughout our lives to get to what we desire, what we want, because it's just as important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
have you written this from personal experience?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I also have a master's in counseling.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. So even from the knowledge base from the education, on top of the personal experience.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wow,
yes,
okay.
yes,
Oh wow. Okay. Thank you very much.
yes. Thank you.
And you're on Instagram. You're on social media.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have your phone?
I do.
I can give you my socials.
I have literally could be anywhere. I have a Mary Poppins.
Oh goodness.
Where am I best to look? LinkedIn.
Just your camera.
Oh, look at this. That's impressive. What an intensity.
Oh, thank you. That's like my digital business card.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. And it pulls up everything
Yeah, it does.
right there.
Wow, okay, excellent. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yes. Enjoy the read. You got it?
You will enjoy reading this.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good one.
Can you sign a book?
Hello. Nice to meet you too.
Well, then congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. Shantanita, you have. Oh. Yeah. So it's basically about the identifying unhealthy behaviors, toxic, red flags, all of that in our relationships. And once we identify that, then we can stop the cycle of accepting them in our relationships. Yeah, so.
Well done.
Thank you. That's pretty bad. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. You too. Hello. Hi. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. Nice to meet you. Shantanita, I'm the author. Can I scan your badge? Thank you. I see that. That's awesome. So the book is about identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships. And once we identify those, we can break that cycle of accepting them. And of course, it goes from intimate relationships to friendships, family, all of it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Nice surprise.
Yes. Thank you for stopping. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Hello.
Yes. Our author.
Nice to meet you. Yes, Miss Susan. Can I scan your badge, please? Awesome, thank you. And so the book is about identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships and how to break that cycle of accepting. Yes, yes. Thank you so much for stopping. you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Is that the parallel?
Hmm?
That's the parallel thread? Oh my gosh, you did pretty well, if I say so myself.
Yes, yes.
I'm surprised. Oh no, I'm not surprised. I'm happy for you.
Yes, thank you. Pretty stoked about it.
She's the author.
Hello.
Her name is Shantanita.
Yes. Very nice
Gonna
to
send
meet
it for
you. Yes, I will. Thank you.
Make it to Ross. Scan
Will do.
and I'm gonna read it.
Awesome.
Even today.
Yes, thank you. I do hope you enjoy it. Come on. Thank you. Awesome. I'm gonna take one of those. Put that in there too. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Hello.
Maybe translate it in Italian. She's gonna help us translate
Awesome.
other books in Italian.
Cool.
Yeah, but grab
That's
a book.
awesome.
It can help you, identify the red flags.
Indeed. It's basically about identifying the unhealthy behaviors in our relationships. Yes, ma'am. And then how once we know those identifiers and characteristics, we can stop accepting those in our relationships. Yes. Awesome. Very nice to meet you. I'll give you one of those. Can I scan your badge? Awesome. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Thank you. You too.
Davis.
Yes. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Shantanita. So this is basically identifying unhealthy behaviors in our relationships.
Yeah.
And then when we know how to identify those red flags or toxic behaviors, then we can better ward them off and keep them from being accepted in our relationships.
What would you count as like a red flag other than sort of like controlling behavior?
Controlling behavior. So other red flags would be self-absorption. Let's see. Then we have only wanting to do things that they want to do, or dismissing your feelings, dismissing your opinions.
What if you're only attracted to something like that?
I was too.
How can you change yourself so you're not?
Yes, so we outline different things that you can do in order to stop that cyclic wheel of accepting it, right? So you can express that to the person, because not everybody, wants to just cut off the people in their lives. So you put yourself first, think about what you want, what you need in the interaction or the relationship, and express that first. Speak up, have a voice for yourself, because of course, if you don't speak up for you, no one will, right? So just as strong as they are with pushing their opinions and what they want from you and expect from you, you have to push back a little, right? So speaking up would be the first thing. And then what else? Advocating for yourself, setting those boundaries of like, okay, look, when you act this way or when you speak to me this way, I don't like this. I find it disrespectful.
Being happy on your own, I guess.
Being happy on your own.
Yeah. So you don't.
Well, yeah, you have to. Right. You do have to be